Happy Chainsaw Man Day! We are back yet again for some more reaction to Chainsaw Man. We are back. Welcome in, Desto. Alright, this should be a good chapter to see here. After the explosion from Yoshida, what does that leave Denji? How is Denji going to react to this terrible explosion, this terrible thing that has happened here? This man is dead, supposedly. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see what happens, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out here today. So if you already read the manga, sit back, relax, look at my reaction to the goddamn chapter thing so we can talk about it later. Or if you haven't read it yet, go to the Shonen Jump app. It is free. Read along with me and react with me at the same goddamn time. But like, oh my goodness, exactly. All right, Angelo, Anna, Lloyd, Ooga Booga, Ghost Tap, welcome in. I'm pretty sure I said that's a welcome in, but I appreciate you. But Tor as well. All right, chapter of the Chainsaw Man. It's definitely a chapter. It's definitely a chapter. All right. Chapter took 20 seconds to read twice. Is it that fast? Is one of those chapters? Is it really one of those chapters? I was wondering because I heard no motion. Usually when something good happens in Chainsaw Man, someone is saying something. Now, sometimes not a spoiler, right? I'm able to avoid these things, but usually when Chainsaw Man has something going on, Twitter says something about it. I heard nothing. So I'm assuming this chapter didn't really do anything. So let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and get this goddamn chapter reaction on our way. As long as I actually clicked into the right chapter and not freaking Hunter Hunter. We ain't trying to go to Hunter Hunter. All right. Chapter 214. BFF Creek Door. Interesting. Are we actually going to get inside the mind of Denji here? And we're going to see, like, that door open once more or something? What? BFF, I'm assuming, like, because that was his best friend forever. Best friend forever. You know, like I'm assuming, you know, because Yoshida's not there no more. Maybe that might even let him recall, like, Aki a little bit here, maybe, right? Like, is that what that means? Like, the creek door is, like, I think they go hand in hand and together. Door creaking. There's a door. So I'm assuming. I'm curious what's about to happen here. But, yeah, he has some shrapnel inside his body. That was kind of obvious with all the explosion that happened here. So obviously you're going to have some damage like that. Something does happen. All right. Definitely leaves you on a cliffhanger. Not the goddamn cliffhanger. Yeah, it took less than a minute to read. It's 13 pages. Oh boy. That's already one. All right. He's sitting there. Fire roaring. He looks very distraught. Burn scars all over his face. He looks to the side. I'm assuming that's Yoshida. He has all kinds of shrapnel inside his body. Freaking parts of the building. All right. He looks pretty dead. Now, we don't see his face. I'm just saying, look, sometimes you gotta see the person's face to know for a fact that person's dead. The fact we don't see no face, I'm not convinced yet. All right, Fujimoto, you ain't getting me. All right, and he looks pretty dead though. I figured as much. Here he is. Weren't you guys asking for him last time? Weren't you like, hey, where's Bear? Bear should make a comeback. Now he's here. Are you guys happy? Y'all are figuring burning things. Wait, why you got that? Oh, wait. Hey, whoa, buddy. Hey, buddy, what you doing with that? He pointed at Yoshida's body. Oh. You know what? That's still not enough. That's still not enough. you can't get me, Fujimoto, just because you're burning this body. We haven't even seen his face. The fact that we didn't see his face, this could be some other guy in a suit. I'm not coping. I've seen enough freaking manga anime that I need full on confirmation. I need to see his casket later or something. Like you ain't getting me, god dang it. I'm just saying he dead. I don't know about that. I see, no, he's fine. Thank you, Dad. That's all I'm saying. All right. We want to Rize and Fujimoto give us yeah, exactly right. He's like, man, and I heard an interview too. He's like, man, everybody like after he like did like I think some fan art or something like that. Not fan art. It can't be fan art. It's Fujimoto. It's literally his art. But he made an art for Rize, and he's like, man, I miss drawing her and this and that. He was all talking about and highly praising her and all that. So I'm like, I thought he was gonna bring her back now since he's like all in the forefront of his mind. He still haven't done it yet. He's still waiting. All right, he's still waiting. 7136. Squid Devil Death. Pose matches Yoshida. I have doubts on him dying since he could also have. That's what I'm saying. Those that's what I'm talking about. So you know what I'm talking about. You understand that things are not always as they seem. This whole part 2 has been that. All right. It's always been things not working out in the way you think you're seeing. Like what you're seeing is not real. It's all fake. He survived worse. Exactly. I mean, he's cooked right now, literally, but he's fine, all right? And why are you smiling, sucker? What? All right, see, that's why I like this guy. He's just like, yeah, man, I like burning. God dang it. Horofumi Yoshida. We both sure drew the short straw. Yeah, all right, buddy. Whoa! Hey, yo! Wait, wait, what the flip? That's what I thought. Yeah, what the? Because I saw a little tentacle thingy. That's like, yo, is he going to full form? Wait, does he actually care enough about Yoshida to get that upset to go to the other form? To the real Chainsaw Man form? Yoshida actually has that type of effect on this man? That one. What? I'm actually a little shocked on this one. I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming. Yo, what? Oh, hey, he eating this man. He's like, hey, wait, ow, that hurts. He's freaking. She said, I'm gonna eat you up, brother. You're done. You're done. Go to sleep. Go night, bro. I didn't see this coming. Yo, he's doing it. Ah, you stupid. Kill me before you eat me. Hey, kill. Yo, he made him suffer. He's making him suffer. He's disgusting with it. Yo, what? He actually ate this man. What? You know what? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That boy Dingy, he said he don't give a crap no more. Bear him gone. He's erased from existence, bro. He's erased from existence. It's like I actually can't believe this. Wow, that's shocking. I think you're just mad to see Baron. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, he been saying he'd get rid of him. He's been a problem for the longest time, all right? It's probably a combination of things. He's like, I am done with your buffoonery in all of this situation. You gotta go. Just go away. You're done. All right, you're done. God dang, that's what I'm talking about. You're saying Baron never existed now? I mean, who's Baron? Who's that guy? Hey, you should have showed him an actor contest. That's why he took that Florence for Dingy for. Yeah, I mean, in a way. Like I said, it's probably a combination, like Ghost was saying here, because, I mean, he was the person that kind of did the reveal of, oh, there's Nayuta's head right there. How do you feel now? Yeah, remember, he's literal trash. He burned down their house. This man is a problem. So, like, I would understand to just be that mad. I think it's just him being there as a trigger. Because it's like, now you're doing this too? For a man that was trying to show some kindness, you're doing this to him too? He's like, I'm done with you. That's why I ate this man alive, to make sure he feels his pain. Like, that was actually some cold-blooded stuff right there on Dingy's part. I'm not going to lie. All right. We have for the flamethrower sound in Spanish, translates to, wait, are you serious? Wow. Okay, so I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that. Ooga Booga. Wow, okay, interesting. I mean, wouldn't be mad. Like, this is crazy. He's back in his form, though. This is not good. I don't know how I feel about this, because this opens up a different type of, like, situation right now. Will he be able to utilize his ability to actually fight Yoru, though? I wonder about this. Thank goodness Chainsaw Man didn't kill us. It seems he understands how dangerous this incoming devil is. Really? Oh, wait, what? Wait, what incoming devil? What is this? It's a door. I mean, it's a person from hell, I'm assuming, right? So it's... Okay, what is going on? Wait, what? Who is it gonna be? We've seen this type of entry before. This is why it's called Door and Creek. Like, I see now. Is it Mike Wazowski? Like, is this from Monsters Inc? Like, is that what it is? Finally, Bucky has arrived. Ghost happy. Now, come on now. Buck, I'll come back to save my girl Asa. Don't worry, I'm gonna be able to do this. Yeah, hell is coming to Earth. Is that what it is? Because it's multiple doors. It's not simply just that. Well, yeah, it's not simply just that door from what I'm seeing. There's multiple doors being visible now in the rooftop here. Actually, let me see. Can I get like a 2-page spread of this, please? Or is it just gonna... Yeah, this 2-page spread right here. So, like, this is the full image. And you can see there's a bunch of doors that are right there. So, I mean, hell could be coming loose. We were talking about this before. How this is a possible outcome that could happen here. And we've seen these doors before here, and it allows hell to actually bleed through into the human world. So maybe because of everything that's going on right now, things are kind of like the two worlds are kind of clashing together. It's similar to in Bleach, funny enough, right, where we have Wakamundo and Society, and then you have the living world, and they all kind of were at one point a mesh world. That's what Yhwach ultimately ended up wanting here. But the Soul King decided to do 3 splits, and then he keeps that balance of those 3 split worlds. But yeah, it's something similar that we could be seeing here right now, where it's all kind of merging together, kind of getting foggy at this point, because might not be a discernible difference between the real world and what hell is currently at the moment. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. This is actually a pretty good chapter. I mean, it was short, but this is a pretty good chapter. Being too late, goddamn. Both Baron and Yoshida knew they were gonna die. It looks like public safety and death planned this whole act. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly. I mean, given the stakes and everything that's been going on here, I wouldn't be surprised if like Yoshida's like knew this is ultimately the outcome that was gonna happen to him, because he couldn't stop Denji from going into Chainsaw Man, because there's just too many things, too many variables that go against the idea of him just having a normal life. Like, he just can't do it. That's just not possible. All right. It's just like so. Bucky finally found a way to come. Oh, but you too? Why do I talk about Bucky? I mean, it could be. I mean, for it to be the Eternity Devil, I don't know if he would actually be that concerned, because like the way Death Devil is like explaining this, it makes you think that there's something more dangerous than even that coming, because you've already fought this devil. So I don't think that would be the case here. That would be kind of weird. I was not kidding about hating to draw Barum. Can I hold a flamethrower with both hands? Front handle is huge. Look, the fact that we don't have to see this guy anymore anyways, I am A-okay with that. I've been done with Barum since his inception, bro. I'm tired of seeing this man. So you know what? I'm glad he ain't here no more, right? Because god dang. I mean, it could be a bunch of... That would be disgusting. It could just be a bunch of primals. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I don't think it's one devil either. It could be a bunch of primals. It could just be a bunch of devils. Like I said, I think the human world and hell are actually combining together right now, which is why we're seeing all these doors, and all those doors are going to open up. It's going to allow a whole host of different devils to actually appear. Now, theory, I will say this, that's on the assumption that the control devil is dead, right? If Nayuta is truly dead, what we could potentially see, if this is what hell's bleeding over, we could actually see the full form of what the control devil looks like in hell, right? There's a possibility of that if she's actually truly dead. We don't know for certain, because nothing is for certain when it comes to this manga. So we'll see. That's a possibility of something like that happening. Also, that brings a possibility of the Blood Devil being having an appearance at some point throughout this Gates of Hell opening here. So there's also potentially that. So any devil that you've ever wanted to potentially see could actually come out. That's if Fujimoto wants to give us some kind of like some fan service. I don't know, because Fujimoto, the way he writes, he doesn't really care like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't do it for the fan service. He does it for himself and just hope for the best. Well, the poster in the back. Well, thank you. Look. It's time. It is time, man. I am ready to go to this movie theater to watch Chainsaw Man when it comes out. I plan to go watch this movie live. You know what I'll do? This is gonna be a little different type of video that I haven't really done. I've only done maybe one other time. It's gonna be a vlog video, but it's gonna be a vlog video of me and Anna, potentially anybody else that decides to come, like maybe like Quetz or whatever, right? We will all go and watch this movie, and we'll document it. Now, I ain't gonna be like goon and just sit my freaking phone down and have a tripod and all that stuff. I ain't doing all that, all right? But we will have like even the microphones, like these little microphones right here, this stuff right here, because like you've seen these. I've worn these on the Kagurabachi videos. Those actually work really well outside and out in the public and all that stuff. So we will actually have some proper audio as well, and you'll get like first impressions and thoughts of the movie once we're done actually watching it. So that is a video that I will be planning and setting up once the movie does come out, because I do plan to actually go and watch that movie. So yeah. Cannot draw flamethrower. Check the panel where he holds the front. Oh boy. Let's go. I don't even want to look at this guy again. I'm glad he freaking got cooked, bro. Like I was done with this dude from way back when. So it's just kind of nice. Actually, yeah. What the flip is this? Wait, what the? What? That makes that looks goofy as heck. I see what you're talking about. Why does his hand look like that? He just got like his index finger in there. He's not even holding the handle. Like what is happening? Oh my god. Could be the sickness devil. Baron mentioned them back in like chapter 169, 170. Interesting. I mean, yeah, that was offshoot. I do remember that. I mean, like I said, it has to be more than. It could be a bunch of primordials. We'll have to see. I don't know if that's. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. What if Yoshida actually was Octopus Devil all along, and he's just coming back from hell right away after nothing happened? He was like that kind of funky. Interesting. I mean, again, we all remember that last time we thought he died, but then kind of find out he didn't. I mean, the octopus was like actually involved. There is a possible. That's not impossible. That is not impossible. But like I said, it could be even a combination of the Octopus Devil and like the SCD Devil. Like it could, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to tell. But again, the fact that the SCD Devil is a thing and it allows you to have multiple bodies, basically, this is what makes it really hard. Especially considering that, remember, he was part of the public safety division. So the fact that he was there with Fumiko, mind you, like it's not impossible that he has like extra bodies around and had to go into a contract with this. Now, it's kind of crazy because like you're basically saying, "Hey, give me an SCD so I can survive out here." It's like, what you put? I don't understand why you got it. Why is it gotta be the SCD Devil? Why is it gotta be SCDs? But I don't know. But it's like it makes things possible. It makes anything impossible at this point. It might be war thing like the chemical devil or the choking devil. I mean, maybe, but the fact of the matter is, this. We've never seen. This is something I want to like kind of put out there for everyone, because no one said anything about this yet. I'm noticing we haven't seen Denji just outright just take somebody out, kill him this cold-bloodedly like this. I don't believe. He usually has some other moral standing or something that's like in the way. He doesn't typically do this type of like gruesome of like a death. If you think about it, he's never been this harsh. Even in this form, he's never been this harsh. So, is there something else that could be fueling this outside? I mean, of course, it's obviously Barum in of itself that he don't like the guy, right? But I do wonder if there's like actual hatred that's fueled through this entire form right now, because his form does dictate depending on how he's feeling, right? So I do wonder about that. Like Bushido usually would never do this, so I don't know. I wonder. I'll say the bi-weekly devil. Hey, so you're telling me there's gonna be a chapter next week? All right. Also, Peach, welcome in. We just got done reading the chapter. Front handle's too big for his hand too. Like that whole thing looks goofy as heck. Like he just said, you know what? Look, ain't nobody gonna notice, and then everybody's freaking noticing. But that's besides the point, right? It's a little error. That's not really that big of a deal. So it's just funny to me. Do you think Yoro is gonna try to separate Denji and Bushido's contract somehow so she can attempt to kill him and keep Denji? You know, I think we talked about this before too, Angelo. It's not impossible. I don't know how they would actually do the separation of the contract. Like, can you breach a contract to be able to separate like that? Is that possible? Because I don't think we've seen that ever. But, like, if it's a possibility for that to happen, I could honestly see Bushido doing that. Simply because that would potentially allow Denji to finally have just a normal life. He ultimately, that's what he wants for Denji. He wants him to live normally and just be okay. That's literally Bushido's dream for Denji. If him not being there will allow him to do that, to finally have that dream, I don't think he would say no to do that. You know what I mean? He would separate if that's what it is. Best way to end chapter with Denji having a man inside him. Pause. What? Pause. Hello. In the prophecy, it says when Mars rises, the King of Terror will arrive. Mars is the god of war. You know, he's got a huge power, which could mean she has risen, and now it's time for the King of Terror. I mean, possibly. Like I said, we all kept thinking, oh, it's the Death Devil being the final boss. It could also be Yor being the final boss. There could just be another devil in of itself if you're going based off the prophecy, which what you're saying, Desto, is a high chance of that being also the case too. But the question then I have to ask, what potential devil could be stronger than Death? Like, Death in of itself is like, should be one of the most like dangerous devils, no matter the story. Like, Death should always be scary in some way, shape, or form, especially considering the type of world that they live in, where death is a constant thing regardless of anything, right? Maybe that could also make it to where it's not as bad in the sense of it because it's so constant. But even then, I still think like the Death Devil should be like A tier, if not S tier, when it comes to like the power scaling of Chainsaw Man. Especially right now, given that she should have a massive power up with all the deaths going on here. So what could potentially be better than that? That's the thing I don't understand. I'm not sure here. STD the STD that was the final boss. He's like, ah, yes, diseases, baby, I'm here. I've been loving the Baron memes. Oh, I didn't see any memes, Peach. I will love to see them because, like, you know what? I've been so done with this guy. So, like, look, that man got it. These can possibly be the final boss. Really? I mean, that would be an insane twist, because then you're telling me, like, Nayuta's actually going against her sisters. But if, like, Denji is working with Death, like, will he actually try to strike down Nayuta? Like, I don't think that's going to be the case here. But I don't know if he's in the same right mindset. So, like, we don't know what's going on with this version of this particular Chainsaw Man to know exactly what he's thinking right now. You got me wondering about that. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. He assumed Death was the king of terror, but the way she's been acting lately, I don't know. I mean, that is true. The way she's acting is very odd. I really wonder just how strong she actually is, or, like, her meaning of, like, wanting to preserve in some way, like, the humankind in of itself is quite interesting. But, I mean, it shouldn't really be that surprising, only because, like, again, her powers are fueled by mankind surviving in a way, but also dying at the same time. So, you give chapter 7 acquaintance Denji a loss out of 10 times. I rewatched Baron getting a painful death, whoever that might be. The heck, sucker. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know where I want to put it yet. I don't know where I want to put it yet when it comes to my rating. I'm still thinking about it. Favorite thing about the chapter was how Baron was so petty that he used an actual flamethrower instead of. Honestly, like, Peach, that's what threw me off. 'Cause I'm like, is he not the flamethrower devil? Why is he using just a flamethrower? The fact of the matter is, this man using a flamethrower, right? Man can't even freaking hold it correctly. Like, you see his hand? You see that? Look at that. What is that? What is that? Look. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Did you mention the nut devil when he kicked Aki? Are you telling me there are so many men in the world that are terrified of getting their nuts crushed that that made the most powerful devil of all time? Like, is that the torture method when it comes to war here or something, that, like, instead of killing you, you just destroy nuts? Like, what are we saying here? What are we saying here, right? Mark's original plan was to get rid of her sisters. Nayuta could have inherited that. I mean, it's not impossible. Like, she has some aspects of Makima that is still there, it seems like, because they do share memories in some cases. It looks like there's some memories that she remembers. We don't know exactly which part of it. This is literally why I was saying that when it comes to Nayuta's story, when it comes to her character, mind you, there's still a lot more that needed to be done, because there's just so much unknown about her character and what she knows that we still need to see her, to have her around, so we can have a clearer picture of, like, what is even passed on to her, right? Because we don't really know much of anything. There's only hints of some stuff, but we don't know for a fact of what she actually knows. Especially considering that if you really think about it, like, the way she went about using her powers, you would think she would have a better sense of, like, control and how to use it if she actually had retained some memories from Makima, right? So that's what made this, like, really difficult to understand, like, where her power scaling even, like, stands depending on what was going on. If we were talking about this before when we first saw Nayuta, and then we started seeing her actually utilize her power. You're like, okay, so she knows how to use them, but, like, to what extent? Because, you know, Makima knew to set things up in accordance to what she can do when it comes to control. Because once you have more control, the more powerful you are. So I do wonder about that. I mean, this could all be this, because if you really think about it, what if this whole entire plan in some way was orchestrated in some control-like fashion from Naruto, right? Now, I don't know if that would be like the best type of like twist, only because, again, Naruto hasn't had a lot of screen time. So for that to be something shocking, we've needed more from her to give us that feeling for it, because otherwise it'll kind of be like an asshole in some ways. It would feel that way anyways. So I don't know. Like, as much as I would like to see that, because I would actually put like recontextualize Naruto's character, and maybe there could be a flashback potentially to really like showcase what was done after the whole Fumiko situation. Actually, if you think about it, that's why I keep saying she's not dead. Like, I just can't see it. I just can't see it. I don't know. Is either draw a normal flamethrower. I mean, that's very true, Batur. That is very true. I'd rather draw a regular flamethrower than have a whole man transform into a freaking flamethrower. Like, come on now. Look at this second to last page. Little D looks terrified. We've never seen her show that much emotion. I mean, she looks terrified. I mean, to say she's terrified, though. Actually, wait. No, I see what you mean. Interesting. I mean, she is sweating. That is actually quite interesting. She is sweating. You got a point there. Huh. But again, what devil could actually do this or to make her feel this way? Like, what is this devil? And just how powerful is it gonna be? I wonder about this. I have no idea what could be stronger than like a death, like than death itself, right? Like, is there something we're overlooking? He's not gonna strike her down, but more likely be forced to. Yeah, I mean, that's always kind of the situation here, right? Baron knew he was gonna die. He said he got the short end of the stick. He probably was looking for a quick death instead of dragging it. Yeah, which part of the reason he was telling him, like, can you like kill me first so I'm not feeling this at least? Why are you making me suffer, bro? Like, bro, come on. I mean, granted, again, he's not simply dying. He's getting erased. Like, he literally ate this man. So, like, the flamethrower devil is not even gonna exist anymore because of this. So, good day for everybody. Season 2 is officially in production right now. It's last week. I heard about it, Angelo. I already know. I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna be the International Assassin arc. So that crowd's gonna be freaking lit. Like, that's season 2 is gonna be freaking fantastic. Now, this season, the next season coming for Chainsaw Man, that, if people like decide to go ahead and watch it, if they want to, like, you know, catch up, whatever the case is, that should be the season to get people more into Chainsaw Man. I see that being the thing that's going to do a turnaround for Chainsaw Man when it comes to its popularity, because that particular arc in general has a lot going for it. So I look forward to it. By the way, Frog Devil is canon now. Third official Chainsaw Man popularity poll started today, and there's enough people afraid of frogs that we have a Frog Devil. Ribbits. What? But yeah, no, Baron knew he was going to die, though. That's why it says short end of the stick. You have a point there. So he knew he was going to die here. He just didn't want to die like that. Death actually had her jaw drop just like Yoru when Denji was around. Hey, yo! His first devil ever. I mean, honestly, Ooga Booga, you know what? I think you actually might be right. You gotta remember, things get ridiculous when it comes to these devils here in this series. We have an angel devil. Like, that shouldn't exist. That shouldn't even exist, but it does. So, like, a devil, I mean, that's not impossible. Like, there's a different idea of what a devil could be, and that could be like that childlike nightmare type of situation scenario, right? That's what they kind of like fear the most out of this, the unknown devil, the devil that we don't know. Like, we know these devils, but what about the unknown devils, the devils we don't know, the ones we can't understand? That could be what it is. Like, the thing, now, you know what? Maybe that's what it is. Because the unknown is terrifying, and this is what literally leads to war, leads to all kinds of, like, death and destruction in our world, even currently right now, is the unknown, the things that we don't understand. That's what makes us afraid all the time. You know what I mean? If you really think, if you boil it down to it, that's the one emotion that always ends up coming about that I can see being the worst here. But that is an innate fear that you just can't get rid of. Is that unknown. I think that's what it is. You know what? Yeah. The low crowd devil, goddamn. But I'm just saying, like, would that not be something that can technically be stronger than even death itself? Because that is also something that predates time itself. Like, if there's a human being on this planet, it's the unknown that makes them afraid. That's why you don't do certain things, because you don't know what could actually happen to you when you do that action or whatever it is, right? It could be something simple as trying to cook a certain meal, but you don't want to start it up because you don't know, because that's the unknown factor that you don't know what's going to happen, right? So you know what? I'm gonna keep that in mind, because I think that what could possibly be the case here. Out of all the devils, I can see that being the king of devils. That makes sense. Still think that the darkness devil and unknown is too similar. I mean, darkness and unknown are two different things, though. What do you mean? Darkness is like, I mean, it's part of the fear of an unknown. I mean, that's not really even that far off. Like, you can have similar devils. Like, yeah, because there's a lot. I feel like there's a few devils in the series already that are quite similar to one another, right? So, like, I don't think this, like, any of the other, like the war, like War Devil in of itself is war itself, right? But then you also have things that are kind of like they're, what's the word we're looking for? They complement that devil, basically, right? You know what I mean? Like the nuclear war devil, for instance. Like, that's just a weapon, but that goes hand in hand with the war devil. This could be darkness could actually go hand in hand with unknown. If you think about it, actually, unknown is the originator, and then these are the things that are just kids, similar to how Yoru is with all the weapons. It could literally just be that. I'm just saying, I mean, we cooking right now. All right, I'm like, hold on a minute, because like they did bring that up. That was something that was actually brought up at one point, and there are devils that are very similar to one another, and I could see that being the case here. So I don't know. I will keep the fear of the unknown. The unknown devil could be the thing we're seeing, like, plus maybe other primordial devils coming out from hell, and he in some ways gonna have to deal with all this. Now, what's gonna be cool about this? Will we actually see like Dingy be in full form, or this particular devil be in full form to actually fight and go in, right? Because like we've seen this, version of Chainsaw Man kind of get gapped up a bit by a weaker version of Yoru, mind you. If you gotta remember, she was actually doing damage to him way back when, so she's much stronger now. So I'm assuming he should be at a different strength level. I like to think so. So we'll have to see how the whole thing goes here. But at the same time, he wasn't really trying to fight that hard. You also got to remember that too. But still, he was still taking damage. Like his defenses weren't that strong for him to be able to like blocking these attacks. So I do wonder where his strength actually is in the scope of the series right now, especially considering what's to come right now. So I mean, we have a sword devil and a katana devil. Thank you. So I'm sitting there like, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of devils that are literally like the same thing. Like they're like a sword devil and katana devil are literally the same thing. They're two different swords. Oh no, like sword devil is should be a smorgasbord of different swords, whereas the katana devil is just specifically a katana. But it's just like they're literally the same thing. They both cut. Like we also would always be the Blood Devil wild card. I don't think the Blood Devil would be something that would be feared like that, though. I don't think so. When Vinci is in control now, I wonder about that. It's hard to say. A part of me thinks that, I mean, it could just be a combination of both of them, honestly. Like, it's not like Fuchida is like always taking over this form. It's like they talk to each other. Like that, you know what I mean? Like they don't have an issue like how Yoru and Asa do, right? Where they have to kind of go back and forth. They can literally switch out at any point in time because like Fuchida is that he's that dog, right? He's that guy for Denji. He needs a buff, otherwise I don't know how he's gonna handle this devil. That's all I'm saying, Ooga Booga. I don't know where his strength is gonna be because from what we've seen, he's not. I'm not even saying he's weak. It's just that he's not durable. Is the main thing here. His durability is very low, so I don't know how this battle is gonna go for him, honestly. And I have no faith in Family or Little D. Nah, Little D. I mean, look, I'm gonna keep 100 with you. I don't have a lot of faith in him either. I mean, it seemed as though Famine Devil is kind of on the clumsy end when it comes to her freaking fighting capabilities. It's not like she can't fight, but she's kind of clumsy. So it's kind of hard to really trust in her. And then when it comes to Death, it's like we haven't really seen a lot from her. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some pretty cool abilities, but like I do wonder just how strong she actually is. We don't really know, but I don't really have a lot of faith in her either. I was expecting to see Black Chainsaw Man. Oh yeah, I was not expecting same so soon. Really feels like we're at the end much as he's showing up now. I've been saying we're at this is the end game, baby. This could be the last arc for all we know. This could literally be the last arc. We're in here. Should Little be OP and take any devil? You would think so, but who knows? Maybe there could be some limitation to how her power is set up. Because you gotta remember, like the control devil is only as strong as how much control they have in the given situation. And the contracts that they have with other people. I do wonder because I've seen this with how they are. I do wonder if that applies to like the other sisters as well, where they're strong, but they're more strong in the fact that they have contracts with other devils or other people, so they can actually fuel their strength, right? Outside of just the fear itself, like there's got to be other requirements that allow them to really tap into that strength that's there. Like we've seen what the Death Devil can do and kind of just like completely erase somebody, right? But it's like, how much can she do that? How can she go full Shigaraki and just like have like an array, like an AOE effect that just hits everybody? Like I wonder just how strong she actually is. We don't know, so this is gonna be a good potential test to see where she's at when it comes to her strength. I see power from one of those doors. See, the thing is, like, are we actually gonna see power, or are we just gonna see the Blood Devil? Because power and Blood Devil are two kind of separate things here. Like, unless they keep the same personality somehow, which is interesting if they decide to do that. But I don't know if that's going to be the case here. I feel like it'll be a character that's familiar enough. Like, you'll see the horns and certain characteristics that Power had, but it's not the same character at the same time. Especially considering this is from Hell, mind you. So I don't know if that's going to be the case here. Pain Devil might also be a contender for Strongest Devil. Personally, I'll be way more scared of confronting the Pain Devil than the Death Devil. But here, that's actually not a bad idea either. You got a point there. Because you think about it, like, death can be painless, actually. But also, I just said, like, death is an ever constant thing in Chainsaw Man that I would never want to be in the Chainsaw Man world, because it's like so hard to live in here and have a fulfilling life and to just actually live to be old, because there's always some devil doing something. So like death is always a constant back door, and which is why they try to do the best they can to live out the lives that they do have and do these festivals. Like right now, right? The school festival is still trying to go on, but like there's literally hell on earth happening at this point in time. The fact that they have this mentality, that makes you think that they're not that afraid of death in that sense. Now, pain, which now Batura that you bring it up, maybe Barum suffering the way he did is actually like insight to what is to come here. If you think about it, right? Because Barum didn't get a quick death. He actually suffered before he died. That is pain. And he'd rather not have that pain and rather just completely die first, if you think about it. And that could actually be a literal hint to what's to come and what this devil actually is. It could actually be the Pain Devil. So you have a good point. You have a very good point. I will keep that in mind. Either the unknown devil or the Pain Devil. Because pain can be worse. Because, like, if you think about it, too, like, I've always said this, that, like, I wouldn't say death is, like, an escape, but, like, you rather... You wouldn't want to go through pure torture and never die versus dying, and then you don't have to worry about that anymore, right? Like these are like the concepts that have happened, and this has always been like a debate, I think, right? That I've seen people do online and stuff like that. That which one is actually worse and stuff like that. You know, some people even say there's some things worse than death. That is a saying as well. Pain is being something that could be overpowering over to freaking... You know what? Like I said, I think you might be right. The more I keep talking about it, the more it's like it sounds very possible. And then pain is like an offshoot, or not offshoot, but death's an offshoot to pain, basically. Like, well, I'll keep that in mind. The more I talk about it, the more it sounds very possible, actually. The only person who will love to be in Chainsaw Man world is Gara from Even even then, it's like it's a constant problem. He can never actually rest. Well, maybe not. You know, he will be able to rest at least a little bit. You know, he might. Never mind. Ooga you might be right. You might be right. You might be right on that one. If pain includes mental anguish, then it would be super. Yeah, actually, yes. I mean, pain is pain. No matter if it's physical or mental, pain is pain. So, like, what you're saying is very, very possible. I didn't even think about that. So, yeah. Summer Pockets Island. Look, I'd rather be on Summer Pockets because, like, you're not suffering over there at least. What you mean? What are you talking about? It's going to be the door devil. So much trauma. It's high doorways. I hate the fact that you're actually right about that, too. Like, suckers me. Anything with a door, it's like you already know when you open that door, it's gonna be some bullcrap, right? Like that's all you're right. You're right. It could be that too. Yeah. You already had mental pain for Fallen Devil. It could be time for physical anguish and mental anguish. Like I said, you're cooking a little bit. You're cooking. We are cooking. There's a lot of ideas of what this potentially could be, and I love the fact that this chapter to leave on this cliffhanger because it makes you wonder what is honestly going to happen here. Because this is very interesting. This is actually a better chapter than I thought, actually. The more I talk about this, the more... Maybe I need to calm down, though. I don't want to overhype myself, right? Because what if it's like some bootleg devil, right? Like, it's just some, like... It's not what we expect, for all we know, right? I don't want to get too excited, because I don't want to disappoint myself here. But there's so many things that could potentially be here that could be so interesting. And I would love for one of us to actually be right. Right? I would love to be able to predict something for once in Chainsaw Man. So it'd be nice if one of us is right when it comes to whatever this devil is. Alright? Come on now. We need this. Those elder guys in the Warhammer 40k that kidnap you and put you into a torture device to suffer for all eternity. That's disgusting. I feel like Pain Devil might be doing something similar to it. Yeah. Yeah. Like the Eternity Devil can literally be an offshoot to the Pain Devil, actually. Like that's a child right there. Yeah. Actually. Kind of like Agent Devil, but did it work? Exactly. Because this is actually real and happening in real time. This is not an illusion or in a different world or anything. I think a little D doesn't have much as a power in the human body, but doesn't want to get rid of it because she likes the human. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like when they're in this human form, there's a lot of conditions that have to be met to make them get to the power they need to get to. Like Nyusa can use her ability, but it's not like the same as how Makima had it, right? It's a powerful ability, but you only can do it like on one or two people. Like it's not an overall AoE effect that you have here because you have to have contracts with other people. You have to set yourself up to be of that strength. Yeah, Yoru is a little different because she requires. Because, like, if war isn't happening right now, she's literally just one of the weaker devils in general. Like, she can't really do that. She can't really do that much. So she needs war to be something that's there, right? Famine is the same thing. Famine needs more conditioning than even War Devil, because war and famine are pretty much the same thing here. Whereas if there's war, there's gonna be famine. There's gonna be people that are not gonna be even eating. There's gonna be people that are starving and dying out here. So that's gonna then make her stronger. But she needs an environment similar to what War Devil is actually producing to allow her to even be stronger in that sense, right? So, like I said, there's a lot of conditioning, and like I said, there could be also some limitations, even just to themselves in general. So I wouldn't be surprised by this, that as strong as she could be, she's not at the level that she could be at because she actually limits herself in the fact that she likes humanity, so she doesn't really want to just get rid of it. She's kind of overseeing it in a way and living in it and just enjoying good food. You know what I mean? So, as we've seen from her personality, anyways, this cliffhanger is better than the previous Yoshida blowing up cliffhanger. That was yeah, that one was very frustrating. I was like, man, like, why are we doing this, man? Like, I mean, I don't hate Yoshida, but it's not like I want to be like, oh no, my boy Yoshida, oh god, like, I mean, look, man, it is what it is, right? Surfire World have butterflies that talk to you and building structures made out of Pringles. That's true terror? Nah. That's true happiness, man. What are you talking about? All right, that's bliss. Mew. Let me stop, right? This is a really good chapter, though. Actually, like as I talked about it, I will, in fact, give this overall chapter an 8 out of 10. This is a good chapter. I like this a lot. Very good cliffhanger. I look forward to seeing next week's chapter. Apparently, we will have another chapter next week. So thank the gods that Fujimoto decided we're not going to make you guys wait. Y'all are going to actually see some more goodness next week. I look forward to this. I can't wait to see what's actually behind that door. shoot, like I said, it can be anything. It can even just be like Denji's fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I look forward to this. This should be good. This should be good. So 8 out of 10 overall for this chapter. I will be streaming later over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster, as y'all already know. We will try and see, and we'll try to beat freaking Cuphead. But outside of that, the main thing we're trying to do on that stream is Kagurabachi. You already know. Kagurabachi is the thing we always do over there, and we do the live reactions, and then it gets edited into an actual video, and then bada boom bang, now you get to see the video. So that's like an idea. That's the thing we're gonna be doing. All right. After Cuphead, we don't know. We'll figure it out as we stream. So just be there. You talk anime all day long. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So why not? Something I'll give this chapter is Fujimoto's build up. So much suspense with not a lot of dialogue. That is also very true too. Yeah, there's not a lot of talking. Not a lot of talking in this chapter, which sometimes you don't need to do that. Again, Fujimoto understands moments of silence. Again, I always go back and refer back to that moment where we just see freaking Aki living and just doing his chores and stuff like that. And those moments sometimes speak louder than when you have a bunch of dialogue and them trying to explain everything to you. So I really do like that about this chapter, actually. Especially in part 1, the devils which take human form have more empathy towards humans. I mean, that's why little D is weak. Hero isn't an outlier, but at the same time, she showed empathy to Denji. Yeah, exactly, because she could have changed him into a weapon, but she actually decided not to. And we really don't know the reason why yet, outside of her actually potentially caring about Denji. She's like, after all that time spending with him, she maybe actually developed some kind of emotion. Whether it's a good type of emotion is, yet to be explained, but it is an emotion. But you have a point there, Ubuga. They did explain this when it comes to them having these human forms. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're like, they're sponges of emotions, but because like they're still very detached. But they do have some level of care that is there. And I wouldn't even say Yoru is like an outlier, because like I think they all kind of fit into that situation. Yes, the hand motion. Hand motion. Let me stop. Let me get out of here. This is a good chapter. If y'all guys can real quick, can y'all like the stream? Helps with the algorithm to push it out to more people, because you guys doing that has been really pushing these streams to like higher levels than it was before. So I really do appreciate you guys actually liking, sharing, doing all that good stuff, right? And or if you have any other comments that you want to actually put into the chapter review, please do. If you find any other ideas, please do that so I can go ahead and actually see that for myself, and then we can discuss it even more during more of the Twitch streams, or even on seasonal talk potentially, because we're going to be winding that down here very soon. So there might be other discussions happening in seasonal talk, so we can talk more about this stuff later. Just so you know. Yo's hand cry. All right, buddy. Well, thank you guys again. For anyone that's new in here, if you haven't subscribed to the channel. We do this anytime Chainsaw Man does come out, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, it doesn't matter. We will always be here to give you live reactions to the goddamn chapter. So, do your thing, okay? Do your thing. I appreciate you guys, all right? Hey, it's an enjoyable series, all right? I love me some Chainsaw Man. But until then, guys, break out. Wow.